continue.
Okay, well, obviously, leading on from that, I will talk about the research that we underwent, and we utilized Web 2.0 when using YouTube to source inspiration for different magazine adverts and not magazine adverts, sorry, for the different music videos that we decided to eventually use. Obviously, the internet was a great source because it allowed us to use internet search engines such as Google, and this is where we again found inspiration for our digipacks and magazine adverts, it was easily accessible to look at what other artists were able to produce. Also, social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter were vitally important um, because they allowed us to actually discover and discover an artist's image and fan base through simply typing in their name in the search engine. We found hundreds of, if not thousands, of comments about the artist, and we were able to actually look at the different profiles and see who were actually making those comments, and discovered that it was normally both male and females, ranging between the demographic of 15 to 24-year-olds. Another thing is that we used to provide an image of who and what J. Cole was of course his official website and also the record label website as well. These were both crucial to allowing us to discover more about him, I would say. Another thing that we depended on was PowerPoint and Prezi. PowerPoint was used to display things such as the analysis of the digipack, analysis of the lyrics, and also institutions. And obviously, again, these allowed us to take a finer look at the things that we would eventually end up doing ourselves. So they, again, as I say, were crucial. Where Prezi, which is which allowed us to bring quick, fluid movements between text, images, and videos, giving us a different way to present our ideas and opinions.
We used a variety of different technology when it came to our evaluation questions. So it ranged from software such as Prezi, SlideShare, PowerPoint, Photo Booth, iMac, GarageBand, even Microsoft Word. So in question one, we used the Prezi. Now in a Prezi, you're able to have a combination of still and moving images as well as text. So this worked very well because you're able to have, say, a whole page of just images, and then have like a brief text of maybe saying what these images are about, or maybe more text of saying what these images relate to. Also, within some of the questions, one of them relates to the conventions of hip-hop music. So a Prezi easily allows you to add in YouTube videos. So say you add in a YouTube video of maybe, say, 50 Cent, Candy Shop, and other things. With the text you're able to write, you can write if your music video had conventions of that hip-hop music video, or if that hip-hop music video did follow all the conventions of the traditional ones, which was really good and really effective in terms of evaluating the question and being able to pick up the top marks. Also, when you put the videos on the Prezi from YouTube, there's a little icon, a YouTube icon that you can click on. So if you enjoy that YouTube video, you can click onto it and it'll show you the other artists' YouTube videos. For question two, we decided to use a voice note, which was on GarageBand. Now with this we made a long clip on this, but this is also accompanied by a Prezi, which I just talked about. On GarageBand, when you've made the voice note, you're then able to import it onto iMovie, make a video on iMovie, so we're able to add in the video and still images, so that it wouldn't just be a voice, you'd be able to see what we're talking about, and that would have made it a more interesting video for you to watch. From iMovie, you then share it onto YouTube, global audience, and then put it onto your blog, and yeah, that works very well. Question three, use a simple PowerPoint. Now PowerPoint maybe think is not the best technology, but there's a lot of things that you could do on PowerPoint. for example, design the background that you're able to think, it just straight away makes it more appealing to look at. So that's what you're able to do, and you're also able to add in videos and images. The images look very well on PowerPoint. Maybe the videos that you put on, it's not as good as what it would look like on Prezi, but because we wanted the variation of different things, we didn't just want Prezi. We had to have PowerPoint on it. The PowerPoint was then transferred to SlideShare, and via SlideShare to the blog.
And finally, question 4, which is obviously what we're doing now. We have decided to, of course, we've made a video on Photo Booth, which we will transfer onto iMovie and make any changes as we see fit. But also we will make it on iMovie. We will create a picture-in-picture. So obviously on one screen you will see us talking, and on the other you will see the different examples of the things that we have been talking about. So again, just to keep you fascinated and to make sure you understand exactly what we meant, and as I said, just to give real life examples and real world examples.